Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Open House with Gerry Cornejo. It's a very special evening this evening because meron po tayong mga kababayan, no? We have some friends over from the city by the bay, San Francisco. And ito po mga ito, I mean, there's a special project that they're in. It's called the Philippine Exchange Training Program. And what makes it very special is it's between the SFPD, the San Francisco Police Department, and our very own Philippine National Police. And what even makes it very, very special is the leader of his group who does the Philippine Exchange Training Program, who's been doing it for a decade, kababayan po natin. Of course, he's an American, pero ang tinatawag na PhilAm. The highest-ranking Filipino officer in the SFPD we have with us today, and later on we will introduce the other members of his party. But now I'd like to welcome to Open House, Lieutenant Eric Quema. Eric, welcome.
Thank you,
to Open
Gerry.
House.
We feel very welcome.
This is your second time here. Second time. Okay, now, Eric, let's dive into this. What exactly is the Philippine Exchange Training Program, and what is the history of the P.E.T, the P.E.T?
Well, this special program was created about 10 years ago, and its primary goal is to get a group of officers together from the SFPD and to teach and give presentations on various subjects to the Philippine National Police. We also learn from them as well as teach them.
Okay, and this is your brainchild, or this is your idea, or is it a group idea, or one day just dawned on you, this is what I should do? I mean, just a brief background there.
Well, briefly, it's definitely not just my idea. It started off with two Filipino-American officers who had the idea that we should start a program where we can go back to our homeland and give presentations and help the Philippine National Police learn best practices from us, and we can learn from them. Our department was sending officers to Russia, China, and Amsterdam. And just for one-day affairs, we wanted to do something more extensive. Give subject matters regarding crime scene investigation, critical incident responses, domestic violence, and other related matters to police.
So in other words, well, we were talking about this earlier. So everyone, how does someone get into the group? Do they volunteer? Do you handpick them? How does someone get into this group to join the P.E.T project in the Philippines?
Basically, I do handpick them. First,
Okay.
they have to be interested. They have to be willing to commit their time, their personal expenses to make this program happen. It's a 100% volunteer program. Everybody has to shoulder their expenses, airfare, hotel, transportation, and any meals. And on top of that, each person is tasked with collecting items that can be used by the PNP, whether it be office supplies, holsters, anything that they can use.
So it's very far from a sweetheart deal, huh? It's a lot of sweat and hard work.
It's a labor of love.
Labor of love, yeah, that's a perfect, tama-tama, labor of love, pagdating ng Valentine's. Early Valentine's gift. And most of the time, this is the time of the year that you come. Just after Christmas, and you come mostly January. What month of the year do you normally hold this project?
We usually target January, and the main reason is because the weather, we can tolerate the weather better. Because we do wear our uniforms, which are wool, 100% wool.
Right.
And it's very, very hot to be in them. And number two, it's past the peak season, because again, it's on our own budget, so we can afford the cost of airfare.
Okay, so why have you picked, let's talk about this present group. What made you pick this particular group? Of course, lahat po ng mga pinipili nga niya, yung mga espesyalista. They are specialists or the chief of that particular bureau or department. So this time, I mean, what made you choose this particular mix?
This is the first time in 10 years that we have invited outside agencies, outside SFPD,
First
to join
time?
us. The very first
Okay.
time. We have officers from the Bay Area Rapid Transit Police, normally called the Bart Police, similar to your LRT system here.
Okay.
We have a gentleman that represents the office of the district attorney in San Francisco, the prosecutor. He's the first PhilAm elevated to the position of chief in charge of investigations. And the additional officer we brought outside the agency of SFPD is the Department of Justice, Bureau of Narcotic Enforcement.
Okay, how many Filipino Americans do you have in the group? I mean, aside from yourself?
I'd say at least 8 or 9.
This time?
This time
So
around.
half of your group is PhilAm?
Yes.
Okay, and just briefly, Eric, I mean, what's your history? You were born in the Philippines, born in the U.S., and how long have you been in the USA?
Well, I was born and raised in the USA.
Okay.
But I had the opportunity to come back to the Philippines and live in Baguio City when I was 8, 9, 10 years old.
Okay.
That way I got exposed to the culture and the language, and I learned about my race and my roots.
Okay. So born and raised in the USA?
Yes.
And spent 2 or 3 years here during your early childhood in Baguio City?
Yes.
Okay. Now, before we call on the rest of the group, these are the ones who will be joining us. Introduce ko lang dito, Lieutenant Luis Espinda, Officer Francis Feliciano, Officer Cliff Valdahueza, Officer Shaun O'Connor, Special Agent Lawrence Lagarejos, and Chief Jim Crisolo. But before that, very informally, earlier, a few days ago, nakita po kami sa one of the shopping malls, and video ko lang, they came from a whole day trip from Cavite. Of course, a PNPA. I think you were the PNPA that day?
Yes, that's a full-day seminar.
Okay. And after the seminar, nakita po kami, and I just took a video of them because not all of the 15 or 16 officers can make it here now. And in fairness, para makita nyo naman po lahat sila, and para meron tayong magandang souvenir, that we can give them when they return to San Francisco, I'd like to roll this video.
My name is Officer Francis Feliciano. I'm with the San Francisco Police Department. I've been the patrolman for 3 years.
Officer Shaun O'Connor, Bart Police Department, working patrol about 4 years. I'm currently assigned to Oakland, California station. I'm also evidence tech and tactical team.
Hi, I'm Sergeant Inspector Glenn Sylvester. I've been with the San Francisco Police Department for 33 years. I'm currently assigned to CSI. I'm an expert in cybercrime investigations, and I'm happy to be here. And Gerry, I like your patch.
Hi, I'm Officer Ben Pectanic. I'm assigned to San Francisco Police Department Fugitive Recovery Unit. I've been there approximately 9 years, and I'm also a defensive tactics instructor.
Hey Gerry, thanks for having us back. My name is Dominic Yin. I'm a police sergeant. I've been in 14 years. I'm a field training sergeant on the hostage negotiations team, critical incident response team, and I'm also one of the department attorneys.
My name is Roland Tolosa. I'm a police inspector at the San Francisco Police Department. Been there 28 years. I'm assigned to crime scene investigations and with a specialty in forensic video analysis.
Hi, my name is Lawrence Lagarejos. I'm a special agent with the California Department of Justice, Bureau of Narcotics Enforcement, assigned to the Major Crimes and Violence Unit. I've been with this department for 10 years. I've been in law enforcement for 30 years.
Hi, my name is Cliff Valdahueza. I'm with Bart Police Department. I'm a field training officer, also a tactical team member. I've been with Bart Police Department for 3 years and have a total of 18 years law enforcement experience.
Hello, my name is Officer Monica MacDonald. I've been with the San Francisco Police Department for 4 years. I work at Park Police Station in a patrol fashion, and this is my 3rd time in the Philippines.
My name is Michael Wibunsin. I'm with the San Francisco Police Department. I'm currently assigned to the Fugitive Recovery Enforcement Team with the Tactical Division. I've been there for approximately 3 years with that current assignment. I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Raymond Pascua with the San Francisco Police Department. I'm assigned to the Fugitive Recovery Enforcement Team, and I've been with the department for 10 years.
Everybody come up.
Hi, I'm Jim Crisolo. I'm with the San Francisco District Attorney's Office. I'm Chief of the Investigative Bureau, and I've been with that office for 4 years. And prior to that, I spent 26 years with the Alameda County District Attorney's Office, and prior to that, the Oakland Police Department for 9 years.
Hi, I'm Louis Espinda, San Francisco Police Department. I've been 29 years. Right now, presently working in the Bayview Police Station, which is a district police station as a watch commander. And this is like my 5th time here in the Philippines, working with the Philippine Exchange Training Program. I really enjoy coming here and working with the people in the Philippines. Thank you.
Good evening, I am Lieutenant Harry Kema with the San Francisco Police Department. I've been with them for about 30 years now.